All right, welcome back. Mark here again, and for this week, I want to kind of wrap up what happened, what I did last week as the post-race week, the post-Peachtree Road Race week, and then talk about what my training goals and racing schedule and goals are for the rest of the year. And if you look on the screen back here, you might see that I've got something maybe new in the house. So we'll talk about that as well. But first of all, as I record this, I'm just about starting the week after the Peachtree Road Race, where I had a really good result. I did a little bit better than I thought by about a minute or so. So I was very happy with that. So last week, post race, I did fairly easy. I still did run, but I did take it fairly easy. My normal week is 28 to 32 miles. At least it has been for the last few weeks. And this last week I did 20 miles. So on Tuesday, I did a relatively short and easy, about a 30-minute run, nice easy pace. Thursday, I did another easy run, total of about 45 minutes, but I did mix in a few pickups. I went to the little junior high track that I ran my time trial on back in May, and did a few pickups specifically because I'm trying to convert pace into power. And I'll talk about that here in a second because that relates to my training goals for the fall. And then Saturday, just did about an hour, relatively easy run, just kind of, and a couple little pickups once again, just to kind of get the legs moving. And then Sunday was a real short, easy recovery run. So total of about 20 miles, a little over 3 hours of training. So nice and straightforward. Now coming into this week, I typically run on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm coming up on my next week here where I'm going to get back into serious training because I have decided on what races I'm going to be doing or training for between now and pretty much the end of the year. So I decided that after the good result of the Peachtree Road Race, that I wanted to take that fitness that I built up for running that Peachtree and see if I can get a little faster on a per mile basis. So what I signed up for what is called the Decatur 4-miler, and it's put on by the Atlanta Track Club, and it is in 4 weeks. It's on Saturday, August 7th. So I'm going to use the time between now and then to work specifically on some faster paced intervals. A little quicker, maybe 400s, 1200s, that type of thing, to get my, hopefully increase my speed a little bit so I can go out and do a good 4-mile effort on that race, with the goal of maybe getting around 7 minutes a mile or better for 4 miles. So that's my kind of near-term goal. And then within that, coincidentally, right after that race on the 7th, if you take a look in the calendar, 16 weeks from there is Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, which is going to be the Atlanta Track Club, I think it's the Invesco Thanksgiving Day Half Marathon. So that's my next race for this year. And so a 16-week training block starts essentially the week of August 9th. So right after that 4-mile race, which I think will fit in perfectly. And in between August 9th and November 25th, Thanksgiving, I'm going to run the Atlanta 10-miler, which is on Saturday, October 17th, which is about 5 weeks from the half marathon. So I think that's going to be a good 3-race block. This initial one on August 7th, which I can just try to take advantage of the a little bit faster speed and see if I can nail 7 minutes a mile for 4 miles. That's kind of my goal. And then start training for the Atlanta half marathon, Thanksgiving Day half marathon. And about 5 weeks before then, it'll be a good tune-up of doing the Atlanta 10-mile 10-mile race. So those are the races I'm going to be doing for the rest of 2021. Those are my key races. I don't know if I'll run any other little races here or there, but I think specifically I'm just going to train for those 3 races. And I'm going to modify my training a little bit here for the next 16 or 20 weeks, basically, till Thanksgiving. If you remember back in an earlier video, it was last year, I'll post the link up here in the corner. I used a program called the Run Less, Run Faster training program, and I'm going to pick this back up for this next set of training for race training. So these next 4 weeks, I'm going to concentrate on doing a few weeks specific to a 5K race effort, and then I'm going to start the 16-week block specifically for the half marathon. Now, what's interesting is the Run Less, Run Faster method is based off of pace. So I have to do some conversion because I do train with the Stride foot pod. So I'm going to have to do some conversion from watts to mile pace, and that was the reason I did those pickups on Thursday and again on Saturday of last week. I ran some specific things at a pace. I was looking at my watch, checking the pace, and then seeing what wattage that converted to. So I've gone through and done a little sheet of converting pace to watts. I think I've got that pretty dialed in. We'll find out today when this video posts. Will be the Tuesday first run in this training block, which is going to be 4 by 1200 meters at about 6:25 a mile pace, so faster than 5K pace. So that's going to be a tough workout, but it'll be interesting to see how accurate it is. But I had really good success with the Run Less, Run Faster training when I trained for the Atlanta half marathon back in February of last year. So I'm going to take this program and work it as well as I can between now and the next half marathon that I'll do in November. I took a look at some of the gentlemen that finished ahead of me in the Peachtree Road Race in my age group, and did a little what I call Strava stalking. I kind of took a look to see what they were doing on Strava, at least the runs they were posting, and almost to a person, they were doing 3 to 4 runs a week. Now this is for 10K. They were doing 3 to 4 runs a week, somewhere between 20 and 35 miles. So nothing mega mileage, but they seem to be focused more on doing quality runs, which the Run Less, Run Faster program is based on, which is essentially doing 3 quality runs over the course of the week, and then mixing in some cross training and strength training, which I'll talk about in an upcoming video. But that's kind of the plan for the training. So I'll give you, as we go through the weeks, I'll give you an update on how each week is going. But along that same theme, I decided it's time to get some shoes to maybe go a little faster, to focus on tempo and speed training. So I picked up, and I just got them a couple days ago. I haven't run in them yet, but I picked up the Saucony Endorphin Speed 1. This is the first version. The version 2 just came out in the last month or so, so these are on sale. These were $119. Pretty much you can get them off the Saucony website and your local running stores. Most of them are selling them for about $119. So I picked up a pair of these. I'm gonna put these on tomorrow, and I think they should fit. I've got a size 11.5, which is pretty close to what I wear in the other shoes, so I should be good there. But I'm going to try these out tomorrow with those intervals that I'm doing, and I'll give you my impressions on the Saucony Endorphin Speed next week, because I will have had three good runs in there. So that's kind of where I'm at on the training. Next week we'll dive into what those specific workouts were for this coming week, and then what it looks like for the next week, and give you my impression of how that is going as I train as an old guy to try to be competitive in my age group for those 10 milers, 10Ks, and half marathons, where I think that is seems to be the sweet spot where I can be most competitive in my age group, is on those little bit longer races. But in order to race faster at those distances, you do need to do some more intervals. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to spread the word, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing and want to get the word out. Crusher the cat says you should do that as well. And until next week, hope everything is going well for you, that your running and working out is going well, and we will see you then. Be well.